What's going on? It's Astronaut H, and this is the What More Do You Want Network. Now, in this video, I will be discussing a pretty interesting topic, and it has something to do with not only NBA basketball, but college basketball as well. And it was a question that I pretty much had and didn't know if I was leaning in the right space or not. But since it is March, and as we all know, college basketball, March Madness, and things like that, are more basketball fans tuned in to college basketball right now as opposed to the NBA. There was something that was said, and I don't know if it's to be true, because I think about the NBA, and March is pretty much where teams are going towards the playoffs and things like that, seeding. A lot of games mean a lot to teams during this time of the year. You do have teams that's tanking, meant to lose, and things like that, but when you look at certain teams, they're pushing towards what they want to do April, May, possibly June. As for college, with the tournament, when you look at it, the one and done is very exciting. It's something that every game means a lot to each team that's playing. And I said this before, in that tournament, it's not about who's the best team. It's about who plays the best 40 minutes of basketball. And I think that's what's most exciting to watch, right? It's not about the names that's across the jersey. To some degree, that is, what matters to people that watch the game. But it's really about that, that moment in time, for that 40 minutes that those guys go out there, and girls, if I'm discussing like women's college basketball and things like that, but I'm just talking about March Madness and the tournament aspect as a whole. When you look across the board, it's very exciting. Like, every game has its own, storyline. Every game has its own, soap opera. You have players that are seniors and guys that are freshmen that are trying to make a name for themselves in college basketball history. It's coaching, you hear the resumes of some of these guys that's there, that's been there for 20, 30, maybe 40 years with some of these schools. And that's another thing to be excited about. And with the NBA, I don't know if the common fan is as excited for NBA basketball in March as they are for college basketball in March. It's like, one thing for sure, two things for certain. We know when it gets to the national championship, people will be tuning in on a random, Monday, Tuesday in March for the NBA. I know a lot of fans aren't, peaking at a high interest to see who's out there and playing. Most guys are resting at this time of the season. Like I said, some teams are tanking at this time of the season, and that's just not something that you're interested in seeing as a fan. And that's me speaking because I love the NBA. But, some of these games are like, they're borderline snooze fest because you know what the outcome is going to be. Even if you are just a casual fan, there's nothing there to make you say, well, let me tune in and see who's playing on a league pass on a Tuesday night. So that's something that I feel like won't change because of where the college tournament is at. It's always been one of those things that changes the dynamic of college sports. You look at throughout the season, most people don't tune into the college season, but once that tournament begins, once that tournament starts, that's when a lot of people eyes are on those screens. Not to mention, the brackets that people create and things like that is also exciting to do and to watch and see how things unfold. But, I'll say this, right? I'll say this when it comes to the college game being more exciting at this time of year than the NBA. I think the way that it's designed, right? I spoke to that earlier in this video. That one and done thing it gets you. It's intriguing and things like that. Small teams, small schools can surprise those higher up seeds and things like that. In the NBA, even if a 1 go versus an 8, borderline, you're saying there's no way this team is going to lose 4 times to a lower seed. So, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Do you guys think the NBA or NCAA tournament is more exciting at this time of year? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell to know anytime a video is being uploaded to this channel. It's Astronaut H. This is the What More Do You Want Network, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.